larger than life. He'll give you strife. He's Todd. He's tall, he's mean, he's labeling machine. He's Todd. Rides a motorbike, he'll tell you what it's like. He's Todd. Don't know what he'll say, he'll scare the kids away. He's Todd. He's Todd.
Hey, happy frickin' Thursday at 10:01 a.m. Pacific time. Coming to you from not so lovely San Diego this morning. It's actually gloomy. We got a little rain overnight, which is a stark transition to where I was last week. Last week in Phoenix, Arizona, at the annual Gray Bar Table Tech Talk, say that 3 times, golf tournament. And brother always sponsors a hole there. And as usual, I won, best hole of the day. We had a great time. And it was actually the first time contractors got to see what y'all are going to see today. And they loved it. Loved it. And I took some pictures, but they're really not suitable to show here. But anyway, I'll try and fix those and I'll get them up on LinkedIn. But we all had a rollicking good time, to say the least. So anyway, what we're talking about today is the full Monty, the full release, all right, of our brand new handheld lineup. And what I'm going to do today is a little bit of PowerPoint, not death by PowerPoint, but just kind of show you a little bit about it. And then you can see them right behind me here, by the way. Hey, what do you think about the fireplace? All right. And by the way, I got a new camera, all right, and I hope I look better. That's hard to do. But this piece of junk, it's a Logitech, but it's got, for some reason, it's got crap all over it. So anyway, yeah, that nice little diffuser back there. Smells good in here for a change. But anyway, we're going to talk about some new product today. Pretty good stuff. Real good stuff. And there's been a few changes, and I'm going to talk about the changes versus, the new stuff versus the old stuff. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well out there. And get ready for a little bit of info. This is good stuff. And again, the whole idea behind this is productivity and improving productivity. Nobody likes to label. I did not like labeling when I was a contractor. There's still no labeling allowed in my house other than what you see here. When I'm on the road and dealing with labeling, that's labeling. But at home, that's a different story. So anyway, it's all about improving connectivity. And I'm going to show you something in our new app today that really nobody's seen except for those select few at the golf tournament. So without further ado, I'm going to run through a very quick PowerPoint kind of showing you the new stuff. So Kelly, I know you're back there somewhere. Could you go ahead and share that? There we go. All right. And so, the right tool for the right job. Again, labeling is it's kind of an afterthought when it comes to infrastructure, OSP, really anything. It's an afterthought that not a lot of contractors really think about, and the cost of labeling and the labor involved in labeling. And if it's not done right the first time, then, you got the go backs. And that can be quite costly when the label's not labeled correctly, or if the label falls off, or if the label's in the wrong position, can't be read, or there's so many variables that can make labeling more expensive, more tedious and arduous. That's 2 big words together, all right? But not a lot of contractors really factor that in. And so here they are. Bum, bum, bum. So previously we had the PTE 300. PTE 300 was kind of a, I view it as a service fan printer. All right. And I'm not going to go through all these changes. You can certainly go back and watch this video, but the two biggest changes we've made, all right, are going to be USB-C. So now you don't have to lug around a specific charger, all right, that is ultimately lost. You can use a USB-C and a little brick. I got to be careful how I say that. So two big changes there. But on the 310, all right, it has Bluetooth now. So now you have the ability to use our app, right? Jason's Lab, thank you. USB-C, nice. It is nice, all right? So anyway, for a service fan printer to be able to work off of a database on the app and push it through to the new 310, that's big. That is big. The major difference in the 510, all right, for years I'd go out to, let's say, Camp Pendleton locally here, White Sands in New Mexico, certain data centers, no radios allowed. The radios, I mean, as far as, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, but they love our half cut feature. The half cut feature is the ability to print off a strip, all right, of, let's say, cable wraps that have a perforated cut, and you just peel and stick and peel and stick. You're not waiting for the printer to spit out one at a time. So the new 510, right, actually has the half cut feature and no radio. So those folks out there in DOD, all right, Department of Defense establishments, installations, we now have a much more improved printer for you to use with the half cut feature. You can download a database at the source from a computer, so you can still work off of a database, right? But it has to be done via USB-C and our P-Touch editor software. So big change in the 510. As far as the 560 goes, really the only couple of changes are going to be from the 550, the previous model, all right? Our legacy model is going to be the USB-C and the Bluetooth. However, these three share something that I think is very important. All right. It's called our color inversion process. All right. I think this is a huge feature. So hypothetically, our TZE 221, which is a black on white tape, all right. If you wanted white on black, you'd have to buy another cassette. All right. Nay, not so more. All right. Not so more, not so much. Anyway, you don't have to do that crap anymore. All you're going to do is invert those colors. So you're going to take that black on white tape, you're going to invert the colors, and magically it becomes a white on black. So let's say you have a red on white tape. Well, make it a white on red. So again, it's a cost savings, all right? And you can invert those colors. So to me, that's big. That's real big, because it also gives us colors that we previously didn't have in a cassette. And specifically the white on red, or was it the red on white? Hell, who knows? I can't remember what I ate for breakfast. So anyway, there's some changes there, all right? We just talked about the quick access keys. So really nothing's changed. The layout has changed a little bit. We've added a few more things, but again, the USB-C and the Bluetooth is real big. All right, I'm looking through these as I'm so databases and templates, and I'm going to show you again the app in a little bit. You still, through the Pro Label Tool app, have the ability to take a database that is sent to that phone and push that database into the printer and work from the printer itself. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? The beauty of that is you're working from a database. So if you've got thousands of labels to do, hundreds of labels to do, then again, you have the ability to push that database into these devices, including the 300. Excuse me, the 310. See, it's so new. They just added 10, right? But you can now work from a database on the 310 as well, which is huge. All right. What the? No. All right. Oh boy. The other thing that's included in all of these printers, all right, and a lot of people overlook this, and it's stuffed inside the plastic bag that comes with it, but a patch panel ruler, right here, right. The beauty of the patch panel ruler, yes, there are some videos embedded in there, Kelly. Thank you. After the fact. Anyway, so the beauty of the patch panel ruler is figuring out port spacing. All right. So let's say that you run across an old Lucent patch panel, an old AT&T patch panel, an old Avaya patch panel. All right. You don't know the port spacing. It's not out there. It's not available. So what do? You print test strips. All right. Which is a waste of time and a waste of material. All right. So the beauty of this is that you can go up to any patch panel out there and you can measure the port spacing, and every port is going to be spot on. Spot on. All right. Jason is testing over here that it works really well. Me and Jason have done a couple of things with this. In fact, that we're going to do an upcoming show for kind of an unboxing on this new stuff. But anyway, the patch panel ruler is huge because you're going to be spot on every port. The other thing, when I was a contractor, I had a problem with is faceplates. Right? You pop out that little Desi window. You print a label that's too long. You can't fold that label and stick it back in there because that Desi strip bows out. And I know there's folks out there that have done this and it looks like crap. So what do? You take your snips out and you snip a little off the left of the faceplate label, a little off the right to fit. No more doing that. All right. Use the patch panel ruler for your faceplates as well. So again, these three models, the 310, the 510, the 560, come with the patch panel ruler. All right. Let's move on to the next one if I can. This thing isn't working. You son of a gun. All right, let's do it this way. All right. So you can still design and print from the computer if you want. You can design labels. You could put custom logos on there if you want. That feature is still available on our P-Touch editor. And it's a really cool feature. And I've got videos out there that show you how to do that. But if you want more information on how to do that, just reach out. But again, you can continue to design labels on the P-Touch editor as well. And then the cool thing is you can actually send those via email to our Pro Label Tool app, where it's all embedded on the app, and I'll show you that in a minute as well. All right, we talked about the USB-C. Here is the half cut feature that is available on the PTE 560 and the new PTE 510. All right, now keep in mind is that you got to dump a database on the 510 manually through your computer and USB-C. But this is a cool feature because all of these are measured to industry standards. All right, if you're wrapping Cat 6, you select Cat 6, all right, either on the app or on the printer. All right, if you're doing some coax, that's in there too. You're doing some Cat 5, that's in there too. You're doing electrical, pick the gauge of wire. Those are all either on the printer or on the app itself. So let's see what else I got in here. We don't want that video. All right. The tape itself is still the same tape you're using. All right. It's all laminated. I'm not going to go through that, but here's a great example is that the color inversion on this black on yellow would actually turn this into a yellow on black. To me, that's a damn cool feature. So anyway, it's still the same tape. All right. There's the picture of the three models. They look a little cleaner. All right. By the way, I wanted to say anyone that reaches out will get awesome fast support from Todd. Dude, you're awesome. I appreciate that, and I will. All right. This goes through all the attributes. All right. Now I'm not going to go through this at all. It's already 10:15, and I want to show you a little bit of the app. All right. Here's some on the 510. All right. Let's see what have you. There we go. We're done. All right. So I now am going to get rid of this And I'm going to show you the app. Well, first of all, one of the things I forgot, right? And let's stop sharing that for a second, Kelly. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one of the features that, marketing's real excited about. I don't quite get it, but I can imagine that there's folks out there that will appreciate this. All right. Actually, I'm going to grab the printer itself, and hopefully nothing falls down. All right. So the addition of the strap. Oh, where am I? All right. I'll show you that. But anyway, right here. Here I am. Right. So the hand strap. All right. That's one of the things I failed to mention. You will find it. I'm telling you, from my personal experience, last night putting this on, there's actually instructions on how to put this on. I'm personally not a big fan. Read the instructions though, all right, on how to put this on. But as you can see, all right, it's got a nice little ring down here if you want to put a carabiner on it. I would imagine this if you don't have a tight belt, be prepared for a little peep show. Whoever's this may pull your pants down. All right, but the cool thing about this is when I'm operating it, I slip my hand through here like this. All right, and it does make it easier to use. But now with these bear claws of hands, I had to make mine a little. I probably should have made it a little tighter. All right, we will be coming up with other accessories. All right, that will utilize this new system right here as far as the hand strap is involved. So anyway, that's something I failed to mention. Nope, see? No, stay. Anyway, freaking stay right there. All right. So there you go. Hand strap. It's for OSHA and some of the other requirements. That's what that's going to be for, to meet those requirements. But you can also get third-party accessories that you can find at, Home Depot right now. You can get a magnet with the clip to throw in that thing. If you want to hang it from a rack, you can get a carabiner for that thing. So there are some third-party accessories until we come up with some of our own. All right, so now I'm going to show you the app. So let's go ahead and let's bring that phone on screen. All right. So I do have videos out there that show the app, but there's been a couple of changes to this. Let me find, where the hell is it? Here we go, right here. Boom. Okay. So there's been a couple of changes. Right now, the beautiful thing about this app, and I was showing this at the Gray Bar tournament. I got a portable battery operated monitor that I can screen share all this stuff, and these folks are going ape nuts over this. Right. Anything that you can do on the printer, you can do on the app. You want to do a cable wrap, all right, you're going to pick your tape width. All right, in this case, I'd probably go with 1 inch. All right, but you're going to pick, like I said, do you want Cat 5? Do you want Cat 6? Do you want a certain coax, or a certain gauge? All right, but again, anything that you can do on the printer, you can do here. All right, so I'm going to discard my changes. Let's go back to this. You can now do barcoding on here, which is pretty damn cool. All right, if you look here, I can do QR codes. It does 1D and 2D barcodes, and you can configure these things, and all you have to do is double tap, type in your URL or information, BS with Todd. Well, now that QR code's going to read BS with Todd, all right, or anything you want to put in there. That's a cool feature, all right. You can do asset management tags if you want. For the electricians out there, breaker boxes, pretty damn cool. All right, safety signage. All of this can be edited. You can do editation in here. 110 blocks. Man, not a lot of people do 110 blocks anymore, but you can do them on here. And the whole idea is to do everything on here, and then you can push it, just print to the printer. Leave your printer hanging on the rack or off the side somewhere. All right. So that's pretty cool. Heat shrink, blah, blah, blah. Now, in settings, there's been a few more things added. You can transfer a CSV file in here. You could transfer a database from Fluke Network directly from here. That's a new feature. You can go up in the Linkware Live. You can grab that information on Linkware Live. You can actually print directly to the printer. We are going to be working with some of our other manufacturers, and we team up with AEM and Softing and Trend. AEM, Softing, obviously Fluke, NetAlly, Sunbird DSIM. All right. But speaking of partnerships, and this is the part that really got everyone's attention. All right. You can always go into a patch panel and you can do a new patch panel. Here is where you use your patch panel ruler. All right. You're going to pick the tape width, and usually it's 3/8 inch, but here's your port spacing. And let's say it's a 0.65. Okay. Number of ports. This is important. It's not the total number of ports across the patch panel, right? It's going to be how they are separated. Now, old school patch panels could be 24 straight across. The new patch panels are either 4-port configuration, like in a modular patch panel, right? A 6-pack or an 8-pack, all right? And once I'm done with that, all right, you can put ticks and dashes and lines in between. You can even do a reverse patch panel. So when I hit done, I'm going to get that template. Then I can connect the database to that template. All right, here's a database right here. All right, so there's all the data right there that I'm going to put in here. You want to click on the rearrange the data layout for patch panels so that way it goes horizontal. Now watch when I go done. Well, I'm done. There's all my information into my 6-packs. When I go to print, you select the printer, you select, and there's your print preview. Man, how freaking easy is that? That's by using the patch panel ruler. All right. But here's where it gets really cool. We talked about partners. Look up here in the top. I got a general patch panel, Leviton, Ortronics, Signamax. CommScope is coming very soon. Let's see what else. I'm working with Belden right now. Hopefully Hubble returns their emails. All right. But just I'm going to go to Leviton. This is how freaking cool this is. You go to Leviton. Well, there's all the patch panels right there. And we'll be adding more. Right? But let's say I'm an installer out in the field. I'm going to select the very first line, which is their, Leviton part number 4S256-S24. You tap on that. Everything's pre-measured. The template's already there. I'll connect the database. Again, same database. All right, there's all my data. I'm going to flip that horizontally. I'm going to hit done, and I'm going to hit print. And you talk about a productivity tool out there. This is huge, absolutely huge. All right, and everyone at the tournament who've seen this, who have seen this, we debuted this at ISC West to get some feedback on it, and people were going nuts. Now, the next step on this thing is working with the electrical folks, the Eaton, Cutler Hammer, Siemens, get their templates in here. All right. The other thing that you can do with this app is if you're out in the field and you run across an old RIT patch panel, all right, measure it with your patch panel ruler, right? Create the label, but you can create those custom labels and put them under my labels. Here's these folks right here, the ones I'm working with right now. Belden's ready to go. CommScope is ready to go. But here's a custom faceplate that I did for Dynatel, right? That's got 3 pieces of information, 1, 2, and 3, that I can pull off 3 different columns to populate this faceplate label, right? So it's a custom label that you can either do on the app, right? Or you can do on the software. But you can see I've got the Toddy one in there. I've got, so again, as you create these labels, you save them to my labels, right? And again, it's all about productivity on this thing. All right. So really, that's the new lineup in a whole. And I'm going to go ahead and you can stop sharing now, Kelly, in case something pops up that I don't want to pop up there. But the new lineup is available. The other thing I want to say is that it does have a lithium-ion battery, and with the USB-C, it charges really fast, really fast. All right. You can also use alternative power sources, with that USB-C. So there's just a lot of options that we've created to, again, increase productivity. Not wait as long for the damn thing to charge up. More options, if you will. And then the Bluetooth, the one thing that we found in years past, all right, is that take Bixby. Now you go to Bixby and everyone's got their Wi-Fi turned on, right? And with all that Wi-Fi turned on, sometimes it's hard to connect. But the cool thing about the Bluetooth is that it is a secure connection between your smart device, either iOS or Android, right, and the machine itself. Okay, so whether it be a tablet, whether it be a smartphone, again, that Bluetooth is at least these days, it's come a long way. All right, it's a much more secure connection. So again, it's all about productivity. These are now available out there. We do have training videos available. So if you decide to go out and pick one of these up, contact me. All right. I'm sure we're going to be hosting these training videos on brothermobilesolutions.com. If they're not there now, they will be very, very soon. But training videos on the app, training videos on the actual printers themselves. Oh, Kelly says they're there, exclamation mark. So they're there. How was that? Anyway, it's exciting times at Brother. And I hope you enjoyed this. It's 10:27 right now. And if you have any questions on this, all right, please reach out to me. Todd.morris@brother.com. Real simple. You can always go to bswithtodd.com. There's a lot of tons and tons of videos out there. I'm also on YouTube at what am I, Kelly? At BS with Todd, or just type in BS with Todd. Yeah, just BS with Todd. All right. The YouTube is a big thing. I'm still not sure how all that crap works, being an old fart, but I'm learning. So anyway, there's a lot of information out there. Reach out to your local reps. I have across the country. We have a rep in your neighborhood, except for North Dakota. It's cold up there. I think, yeah. So I think North Dakota is about the only place we don't. I'm just kidding. I know we got that covered. But anyway, that's it. I mean, hell, it's 10:28. I don't want to get in the weeds of everything, but if you want more information on the new PTE 560 BTVP, I'm still not sure what the hell VP stands for. I'm not. I have, what is VP? Oh, value pack. Kelly, thank you. Value pack. A kit, if you will. Anyway, the PTE 510 BTVP. I'm not going to repeat what you just said there, Kelly. I'm not going to do it. It comes with stuff, all right? The VP value pack. Anyway, and the new PTE 310 BTVP. OCD. Anyway, it's all available now. All right. It's your local distribution partner. But if you do have any questions, just reach out to myself. And, as far as usually at this time during the show, Kelly, do we have that contact information do you have a chance to load it for the rest of us? Nope. All right. So if you want to contact anybody else besides myself, just contact me first. All right. As far as the next show, I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Normally, I got this crap all planned out. Maybe Jason, you and I'll do one. I don't know. All right. But One of the things I want to do in the future is I want to get our connectivity partners on the horn. AAM's been on the show, and Trend, and Softing, and Fluke as far as our certification partners. But down the road, future-wise, I want to get our connectivity partners on there to kind of go through, any updates they have on their products, and then talk about how they work on the Pro Label Tool app. So with that being said, 10:30. All right, it's summer hours out here in Southern California, and so I think I may take the rest of the afternoon off. I don't know. Oh, let's hope the boss isn't watching. But thank you very much for attending. I sincerely appreciate you stopping by for the big reveal, the full Monty, if you will, on the new products. And again, I reiterate, if you got any questions on this stuff, reach out. I'm always here behind my freaking desk. All right. So call me, email me, text me, whatever the case may be. But thank you very much. Stay healthy out there. And I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks, I guess. So, Kelly, we're out. Bye-bye. Let me know when we're off air.